Hi guys, I'm back. I know I haven't done a YouTube video in a long time, but here I am. And guess what? We are doing a beauty tutorial. I don't believe I've done one yet, so I'm really excited about it because it's one of my favorites. We're going to be creating this look, super rosy, super blushy, and super perfect for summer, especially if you're going to be traveling. For this video, I have partnered up with Discover Found, which is a ingredient conscious, clean beauty company. I'm going to be using some of their products here in really innovative ways. So if you want to see how you get this, keep watching. Okay, so to make this process a little quicker, I decided to do my skincare and foundation as well as my brows off camera. If you're curious on what products I used, they are linked all down below. You can also find my skincare and brow tricks on my Instagram, so make sure you follow, click the highlights, and check that out. So I'm gonna go ahead and do contour because I actually haven't done that yet. I am using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro contour palette. This was like $7 off of Amazon, and unlike a lot of drugstore contours that I've seen, it's a cool gray toned contour, which is exactly what you need to deepen the shadows. If you use bronzer or something warmer as contour, it's just gonna whiten your face. It's not gonna slim your face down. So let me show you what I mean. Do you see what I'm saying? So like the cheekbones are now heightened and it makes me look like I have solid cheekbones because my face is actually round. So this is a necessary step for me to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and repeat on the other side so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Again, contour, get a cool gray toned brown, not a warm brown. This side is always the hardest for me to do, so bear with me. And being as light as I am, it's always hard to find contour that first of all fits kind of my skin tone and isn't too dark, and also that it is cool, because warm on my skin it just doesn't look right. So the next thing I'm going to go in with is this blush tint from Found in Berry Flush. This product, like every other product from Found, is over 90% natural, which is super important. And I'm just going to go in, since this is a darker one, I'm going to go in with a little bit in this area. And then I take a clean finger and I blend it in right into this darker part, right into the contour, since it is a darker blush. So it just really deepens the contour and just creates like a nice deep blush. Next product that I'm going to go in with is literally one of my favorite products from Found. It is the blush in 70. It's Pink Glow. This blush is actually a almost exact dupe for the NARS Orgasm blush, and I'm obsessed. So let me show you kind of how it applies. Look how beautiful that is. And this product we're actually going to be using for more than just blush. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. So this can go kind of in the more lighter parts of the face, right in here, and I just kind of blend that out a little bit more with my finger.
They say that I'm twisted, but
And the really amazing thing about this blush is it honestly looks good on literally every single skin tone. So I'm gonna go in, since I use quite a bit of powder products. This is a step that I like to do right before I apply my highlight. I just go in with a setting spray. This one is from Found. It is the Dewy Makeup Setting Spray. So I'm gonna go in and just do a couple spritz. I shake it up really good because it has cloudberry extract that needs to be activated, and I just spray. It smells really good. It smells like it was literally like pulled out of the ground. I don't know, that sounds weird, but it just smells so natural. So those of you who have been following me on Instagram know that I'm working with Found, and I just really love their products. They're over 90% natural, so ingredient conscious, really clean, and cruelty free. So it's like I don't have to ever wonder about what I'm applying on my skin, you know? The next thing I'm gonna do right after I did the setting spray, I usually like to apply highlight. So I'm gonna go in with this one from Found, and I'm gonna go in with this kind of yellowy color. It's called Moonstone. Super pretty. So I just take my brush and I go right in here. And I blend down so I can blend into that blush that's in here. This is just like a really natural glow. The reason I like this highlight for kind of an everyday clean beauty look is because it's super basic and it's not blinding. Personally, I like blinding highlight. That's like one of my favorite parts of the makeup routine. So I have other highlights that are my favorite for that reason, but this is a good beginner one. If you don't really know what you're doing with highlight, it's amazing. It also has another purpose, which I'm going to show you right in a second. But yeah, overall, if you're going for like a clean beauty everyday look, this is really, really good. I always go in and highlight the chin a little bit, and I go in to my nose. Sometimes I take my finger, just kind of pat it in there.
Really care less you say that I'm number girl. Honestly, I don't feel shit. You say you ain't worried, but I see.
So this is the overall highlight. You see what I mean? It's like, it's got a nice clean look. And I always tap off a little bit and just kind of blend in to the blush. Next, we're gonna go in to the eyes. And I'm gonna use this brush from the Vintage Cosmetics company. It's called the Step 1 brush. I'm gonna go back in to Moonstone from the highlighting palette, and I'm just gonna tap onto the lid.
That you're scared, yeah.
My favorite part of this tutorial is probably the eye, to be really honest with you guys. I'm gonna show you why. I'm really proud of this eye look because it's just so innovative. Like, you get to use the blush and the highlight, and you don't have to use an eye palette. So if you're traveling, it's honestly perfect. But you know, the main thing to remember is the way to make makeup look really, really good is to actually prep and prime your skin really well. So I did that off camera, and if you guys are curious as to what I use, make sure you check the description box down below, because I've got some really good stuff listed down there. So check it out if you love skincare. So I really went in with this highlight. Just wanted to make it nice and bright in there. I'm gonna go right ahead into the inner corner as well. Just like that. Super nice, super bright, and I'm actually gonna use this brush and go back in to these smaller highlight areas.
Wanna know you're faded. What the hell you waiting for? Tell your girls be patient.
So yeah, when I travel, as you guys can see, I'm in a hotel room right now. I take the most minimal amount of products with me, especially if I'm going through TSA. So really minimal. That way I can use kind of the same things to create multiple makeup looks. And this one's perfect for summer, especially if you're gonna be spending it in California. So next step is the blush. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with this Step 2 brush from the Vintage Cosmetics company, and we're gonna go right into the blush. Just dip right in. Perfect. And the reason that this brush is so good for this is that it just like really wings out the shadow. I just kind of blend in. I don't really have rules for how to create this look because this part is kind of the most important. So just as long as you blend it in, it should be good.
Stop acting like a baby girl. We'll kill it in our 20s. Sacrifice our.
Look how beautiful that looks. Like, it's just so bright and summery, and it really ties the entire look together because you got the blush up here, you got the blush down here, and it's just nice and rosy. It's just so pretty for summer and spring.
80s, and I know this shit feels ancient, and I know you don't feel safe, but girl, tonight just be complacent. I wanna see you faded. You deserve to feel amazing, so please don't let me face this. Young and semi-famous, told you love is overrated. You got away with persuasion. Listen to your story. I wanna know you're faded.
Just look how gorgeous that eye look looks. It's so good. It's especially good if you got light eyes. Complementary colors. It just looks really nice. So that's kind of where we're at right now. So I'm gonna go back in with a different brush to just kind of blend everything in and make it look really, really soft.
Faded, faded.
Look how nice that looks. Oh my god. So the next thing I'm gonna do, and this is a coveted secret, literally every single time I post something with Freckles on my Instagram stories, on my posts, y'all are always like, okay, girl, are those real freckles? Obviously not. And if they're not real, what do you use? Guys, this is my holy grail brow pencil. This is from IT Cosmetics. It's the Brow Power Universal Brow Pencil. Whew, handful. It's in Universal Taupe. That's just because it matches my skin tone and my hair, but you can use whatever color matches you. You can get this at Ulta. I'm running out, actually. And I do light freckles, so you can barely see them. When I first started doing freckles, oh my god, you could definitely see that there were like little brown dots on my face, but I like doing kind of lighter freckles because then it gives the illusion that like I have freckles, and then I put on foundation, tried to cover my freckles, and it didn't work kind of look. So it still looks natural. But yeah, I just make really, really small dots.
I wanna know you're faded, faded.
You see what I'm talking about? You can like barely see them. Now if you go into the areas where the bone is a little tougher, like up in your nose, you'll definitely be able to create darker dots.
Faded, faded. I wanna know you're faded.
And like right up in the forehead, also pretty easy to create the dark dots since you're really pressing onto the bone. But again, I just tap, tap, tap. Some people use brow powder and just kind of flick it, or like a gel liner and flick it. I don't do that. I just use a brow pencil. And I like this one the best. That's currently what I have on my brows too. And if some of them are darker, it's okay. You can like tap it in with your finger or make another dark one somewhere else. And remember that the foundation and other products get on it, so you can just wipe it off. So that's kind of just like what I do with my freckles. I don't try to make them too obvious. But when I first started, it definitely was like, girl, you got dots on your face. But yeah, it takes some practice, so just lightly tap. Okay, so for the lips, I'm gonna go ahead and prime my lips. I'm gonna actually use this Found hydrating lip tint. I think this is berry kiss or something like that. Lots of berries happening here.
We just keep drinking, there's a tolerance. Music so loud, we've been hollering, man. I'm so tired of it, man. I'm so tired of it.
You can also, if you wanted, to use the blush tint on your lips as well. They're ultimately kind of the same thing. And if you liked this color better, you could use that onto the cheeks as well. Okay, so the last part is I'm gonna go in with the Found matte liquid lipstick in Rose Hip, just to really, really, really bring out that blush color. It's just like a darker version of that blush. So let me go ahead and do it.
Just acknowledge it, it's like a beast we created. No stopping it, baby, just listen. Ain't nothing different, I know it all, baby. Skizzy's omniscient, I'ma keep chugging. You can keep sipping, every night we die. It's how we've been living, the days are long, the night.
Look how gorgeous that looks. I mean, it's such a rich color. I was a dodo and didn't bring a mirror. So let me check how this looks. I feel like I overlined it a little bit. Yep.
It's relentless, the girls are rude, the door is pretentious. There's something about you, mixed with this 1942. They got me tripping, and this ain't got me flipping, so I'm off the wall, chasing you around, trying to gas you up. I don't give a.
So the really great thing that I love about this lipstick is that despite the fact that it's an ultra matte formula, it does not dry out your lips because it's got that sunflower oil and it just makes everything so soft. The formula is really soft. It's a little light, so a lot of like other matte liquid lipsticks are really like there's a lot of product that comes on to the lip. This, not so much. It's not particularly cakey. It's kind of a sheer matte, so you might have to apply another layer if you want more of a stronger color, but personally I really love it because my lips get really, really dry when it's cold, especially here in San Francisco. So it's just a perfect formula for me. And sometimes I don't like when the color's too strong, you know what I mean? Like, I want it to be soft. Nice thing about this, does it transfer? Yes, it does. But it has like a tint to it, so the color's always going to remain on your lips. It just may not, you know, be as cakey of a formula as you're used to with liquid lipsticks. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on mascara. Don't mind my crazy mascara faces, but you know you do them too. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the Found volumizing mascara. This one is great if you have some thickening that you need for your lashes. Like me personally, I've got pretty thin lashes, so if I can thicken them up. And also, like with every other Found product, it is ingredient conscious, which means it's over 90% natural and I never have to worry about what I'm putting on my lashes.
They can laugh at us. They don't go as hard as we do. We in for a ride, girl, fasten up. Cops don't like me. Why would he? Baggy skinny jeans and an APC hoodie. I wanna know you're faded, faded, faded.
So again, I am not a makeup artist. I'm just someone who really likes makeup, and I just wanted to share this look with you guys. But I also, unlike a lot of maybe tutorials that you've seen, I don't really put mascara on my bottom lashes very often, just because I kind of like this wide-eyed look. So that is pretty much it. So here we are, this is the final look. I am so excited and happy with how this turned out. Let me know what was your favorite part. You already know, for me, it was the blush and using that as the eyeshadow. I love that so much. And the great part is that we used less than 10 products to create this look. Most of them are over 90% natural, which is super, super important to me personally. And if you enjoyed any of the Found products that I use, especially that gorgeous blush, make sure you click in the description box below. They were super kind enough to provide a 20% off code for you guys off of every single product, and every single product is already under $20. So make sure you guys go and check them out. Snag some of the products. If you have a Walmart nearby, you can buy them in Walmart. So if you enjoyed this beauty tutorial, which is honestly my first one, so give me a little pat on the back, will ya? And subscribe to stay tuned for more beauty tutorials. If you want something or you want to request a particular tutorial, make sure you drop that in the comments below and I will get right to it. Also, if you're not following me on Instagram, what are you even doing with your life? For all of my beauty and style hacks, you guys can go there, so make sure you follow. I've also got a Instagram stories ebook coming out really, really soon, so make sure you subscribe if you want to crush Instagram stories. And I think that's it. So if you guys really enjoyed this, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and again, click subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks. Bye.